All right, we're back in the US after a good trip to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So today we're going to dive into the next iteration of our series, and this time we're going to focus on building AI talent and how we put together those teams together. So we're going to explore just how we cultivate that talent, but also understand the critical factors that makes it up. And this aren't usually questions HR asks, but I promise they probably should be. So after working in the space for a while, I found there's a series of unique technical attributes, personal attributes, and what I call the tree of expertise, which propels applied AI forward. So let's jump in. First of all, AI expertise. There's no doubt you have to have done the time, the research, and really understood the different technologies in there. But achieving groundbreaking results requires more than just individual brilliance. It demands a blend of skills and perspectives, in particular, not just when to use a model, but when not to use a model. Listen for people that say no sometimes. Not everything has to be a hardcore AI project for it to be successful. In fact, usually the ones that are blended tend to be more successful. And so that balance is really key. When it comes to acquiring talent, you want to look for talent that can grow, can understand the problem, but also you want them to be cultivated with diverse points of view, understanding, different industries they've come from, different skills that they've solved for. And in some ways, what I look for most is that they've taken a problem, ignored all the folklore about what was possible and solved it anyway. It's that kind of desire to solve a problem no matter what it takes and kind of looking at it from multiple perspectives that makes a really good applied AI data scientist. So when it comes to nurturing this talent, it goes way beyond just technical training. You have to promote continuous learning, ways to contribute and have them participate in other areas. Don't worry about people being stolen. They're just looking for interesting problems. And so you want to be able to set that up so that you can cross-pollinate. And this might seem like a shock, but most data scientists just want to work together. And so, providing those opportunities, giving them different peers to speak to is really key. So I mentioned the trinity of sort of AI engineering. And the first is data science. And that's the core of AI. Obviously, you need to be able to do it. It requires deep understanding of algorithms, what's happening, keeping on top of everything. Obviously, this goes without saying, in order to be a data scientist, you have to code. PowerPoint doesn't cut it. You actually have to better write the code to make it work. The next is subject matter expertise. So you want to be an expert or be able to be interested enough to become an expert in that space. And that really helps by allowing you to go deep. You find these subtle nuances when you really dive deep into a subject matter area. And that's where a lot of our insights come from. And then finally, the bit that's often forgotten here is about the DevOps and SecOps and how to actually deploy it. It's all cool building a notebook and understanding it, but getting it into production is really hard. And so, as I said, the trinity is data science, subject matter expertise, and then the ability to put that into production. So the last piece that I'll talk about is perseverance. So I've met a number of data scientists, gone through a lot with them in different projects. It's the ones that persevere, that get it wrong and get it wrong and get it wrong, and eventually they persist enough to get it right. And those are the folks that make the best applied AI data scientists. And you want to encourage that. No work ever gets wasted. It's okay to fail. But you have to understand why you failed and build from that. And so if you sort of follow these steps and look for these pieces, you're really much able to build a greater pool of applied AI talent, but also attract the talent that you're wanting to go build. And, having seen these teams being built up over time, it's somewhat counterintuitive, right? It's counterintuitive to have people that might fail at things and want to grow. It's counterintuitive to have them go research a different subject matter that's not data science. It's counterintuitive to not have everything be an AI model. But those blended approaches are really, really critical to driving applied AI. So again, very quick session for me today. It's good being back in the US. I'll keep this series going. I really appreciate the feedback. And have a great day. Talk to you all soon.